This is my first opportunity to get my hands on the all-new 2020 Chevy Silverado heavy-duty trucks. And in this video, I'm gonna show you two of them. The new 6.6-liter gas-powered V8 heavy-duty truck, and of course the new 6.6-liter Duramax V8 diesel. In this video, I'm gonna show you all the features and also compare the specs. It's gonna be exciting. Check this out. The styling of the new heavy duty has been controversial, but this truck behind me is one of my favorites actually as far as style is concerned, because this is a custom, it has kind of a monochromatic look. It's also one of the more affordable trucks, so it's already more attractive. And what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you in the camp that likes the new styling on the new heavy duty truck, or you don't like it? The chassis of the truck is basically all new. Of course, it's fully boxed frame with several cross members, and the wheelbase has been stretched about 5.2 inches. The DEF fluid filler is now here right next to the diesel fuel filler, and the DEF tank is actually right here midship, right here underneath the driver's side. It's no longer underneath the passenger side front where it's hanging down low below the frame, so that's a well-made integration. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. Under the hood of this white truck is an all-new 6.6-liter gas V8 engine. The old 6-liter Vortec heavy-duty engine is no more, and the power rating on this new one is 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet of torque, and it's made it to an updated 6-speed automatic transmission. But that's enough about the engine spec for now. Let's hear how it sounds. This cutaway is really cool because it shows you kind of the size and the internals of the engine. And let me use my head for scale when we compare it to the big diesel. My head for scale, this engine just looks so much more massive than the gas engine. It's the same displacement, but of course the technology is way different. You've got a big turbocharger nestled in the V of this big V8 and have a lot of heft to manage all that torque and power. GM says that fleet customers like the gas engine, which is why they redesigned it, but if you want to tow maximum loads, you gotta get this diesel. It's still the 6.6-liter Duramax V8 turbocharged diesel, and the rating is still the same as the previous generation, 445 horsepower, 910 pound-feet of torque, but it has improved cooling, the grille is a little bit bigger on the new trucks, and now it's made it to a 10-speed Allison branded automatic transmission. That's the big change for the new truck. The new trucks are longer, they're taller, they're much bigger, but only the hood and tailgate are made of aluminum. All the other body panels are actually steel, and this truck actually shares nothing on the exterior when you compare it to the new light-duty 1500 trucks other than the roof panel. So it's a very unique looking truck, which I like, but let's step on the inside and see how much room there is in there. The interior on the new heavy-duty truck is actually very similar to the light-duty 1500 trucks as far as layout and comfort level, but you can kind of tell you're sitting way higher. There's some miles of legroom here in the back, very comfortable. I'm 6'2" and there's loads of headroom here. There's probably more room in the back seat than the new Ram heavy-duty trucks because those trucks have the older cab, but it's comparable to the new Super Duty. The new HD truck is loaded with technology. Here's a quick demo about how the camera system works. Check it out. I'm gonna go through this obstacle course, which involves a slalom, a turnaround, and a couple of backups. and I'll go through the different views so you can see it. So on this slalom course, the view will actually change as you steer. Kind of allows you to see where your trailer wheels are. Now I'm gonna make a tight turn around here and do a backup maneuver. There's a stop sign somewhere behind me, and if I hit this again, there's a camera in the back of the trailer that's able to provide a view right here in the center console, so I know exactly what's behind my trailer. Let me see how close I can get. All right, let's go outside really quick. That was pretty close, and that's within what? Maybe like 1.5 feet right here to the cones. If there was an obstacle here, that's plenty of space, and also pretty tight parking situation. Perhaps one of the neatest camera views is what they call transparent trailer. There's a short straightaway, and I can show it to you. It turns on at speed and actually stays at speed. Check it out! The front of the trailer is actually almost see-through. I can see what's behind it, and I can drive and see it. It's pretty neat. Let's say you're parking this big truck and the hood is way up high, like it is, right? Well, you have a front view to kind of give you an idea of what's happening in front of you, on the sides and in front. Boom! And actually the parking sensor came on too. But a couple more interesting and unique features. The Duramax diesel for 2020 now has an after-on feature. When you've been pulling a grade and you stopped at the top and you want to get out and take a break, but the engine is still hot, it will actually keep running when you leave the vehicle to cool down. Also, when you power off and then power on, the truck will remember your trailer brake controller settings if you have entered the trailer into the system, and you can have up to 5 trailers in your setup. These are the new heavy-duty towing mirrors, and you can get them power folding and power extending, but this is the custom, so it's a lot of manual action here. And this is kind of how it works. Extend, retract, and fold. Single arm, and Chevrolet says it gives you a little bit better visibility going forward. The brakes on the new heavy-duty truck are actually about the same as the previous gen because of the 17-inch diameter wheel that's on most of these base models. So the brake rotor could not be made too much bigger than it already was. It's basically maxed out on size. So the braking is similar as far as rotors and calipers to the previous gen truck. But to handle the weight, the axles are bigger and stronger for 2020. Just look at the size of this rear differential. Suspension has also been retuned for this new truck to handle the higher loads. This is the first drive event set up by Chevrolet, and they provided this 12,000-pound trailer to hook to the back of the gas-powered heavy-duty truck. And if you're looking for maximum numbers on the gas-powered heavy-duty for 2,500, that number is 17,400 pounds maximum towing capability. But if you want to know about your specific truck, there's now a sticker in the door on the passenger side this time to let you know exact payload and towing. It shows you conventional maximum towing, 14.5 on this crew cab 4x4. You have also gooseneck fifth wheel maximum, which is 16,600 on this particular truck. Very cool to have all the information right here. This crew cab gas-powered truck has a payload of 3,370 pounds, which is actually really good for a 3/4 ton. Funny enough, this diesel-powered 3/4 ton has a very similar payload. This is an LT trim, and the number is 3,276. Of course, if you want to tow heavier, you gotta get the turbo diesel, and the maximum tow rating on a 2,500 truck is 18,600 pounds with a 2-wheel drive setup. And of course, if you want to step up to a much heavier weight, GM currently has the highest tow rating, 35,500 pounds with a 2-wheel drive diesel dually. And the rating for the 2020 models here at the back for conventional towing is 18,600 pounds, which is actually higher than the current 2019 Ford F-250, but it's actually lower than the new Ram 2500 heavy-duty trucks. The new shorter bed on the heavy-duty truck is now 6 feet 10 inches. It's gigantic. Just look how tall this truck is. I'm over 6'2", and I'm having trouble actually reaching into this truck, but there are a lot of tie downs. The walls are pushed all the way out, and this truck has the maximum cargo volume of any heavy-duty truck in the shorter bed or the long 8-foot box as well. Some of you have been asking us, how come on the new 2020 Chevy heavy duties is the gooseneck hitch actually about 2 inches behind the rear axle? You could see it right here. Well, two things going on here. Chevrolet says, first of all, the gooseneck hitch to rear bumper distance matters quite a lot. They made the short bed a little bit longer, and they don't want the trailer to actually hit the truck when you're turning. So that's what sets this distance. And then this 2-inch lever, according to Chevrolet, is not enough to affect the truck in a negative way, unloading the weight from the front axle. GM supplied this bed side step so people can climb in and reach the cargo in the front of the bed a little bit easier, and the step can support up to 500 pounds. Of course, the diesel is a very big deal, and the new Duramax and the 10-speed Allison transmission combination costs $9,890, so comparable pricing to where the diesel option was before. And the truck you see here, the LT with a few options, comes out to just over $65,000. So yes, you can get these trucks a little bit cheaper for the work truck, or of course very expensive for the high-end LTZ and the high country. Here's how the starting price compares to the competition. The 2020 Chevy heavy duty price is $950 more than the starting price of a 2019 Ford F-250 and $605 more than a Ram 2500. So when can you get one of these trucks? The 2020 heavy duties will go on sale in late summer 2019. First trucks may arrive at your local dealer on or before August-September timeframe. I could not talk about driving impressions in this video because Chevrolet wants to be fair to all the journalists, but at least I hope this video gives you a good perspective on the new features, the new options, and the new engine transmission combinations. Go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world heavy-duty truck reviews.